What is up, guys? It is your LOL support here, and today we're going to be bringing you the first video of a series where I answer questions from all the subscribers. And rather than do this from, say, like a giveaway video, every week I'm going to allow you guys a small window, or just a week window, to ask a question down below, and I'll randomly select 5 questions, and I will answer them in the next week's video. So please post a lot of comments, and hopefully you get your questions answered, fingers crossed. But without further ado, let's get into this week's questions. So the first question I got was, I get all of these kills, I will go 10-0 in lane, and I never win, or I get all these trolls and I can't win. Why is that? Well, the reason why you're getting all these kills but you're maybe not even getting all the wins that you deserve is because you're killing unnecessarily. And I don't want to say that and have you guys be, oh well, kills are always good. Well, yeah, kills are good in the late game. I mean, I'll get in the late game, I'll chase a kill if I have to, but a kill should lead to more objectives. A kill should lead to something in the early game. If you're just killing and not doing anything by it, the kill is essentially worthless. I mean, you're denying them a little bit of CS and a little bit of experience, but you're not getting the full potential out of the kill. If you have to play objectively in this game. A lot of people forget that this is an objective-based game, so you have to play objectively. Okay, so what I mean by that is the order or the sequencing in which I personally like to think of my objectives are inhibitors, barons, dragons, turrets, and kills. So if you get a kill, that should ultimately lead to either a turret or a dragon or a baron in the later game, or an inhibitor even, right? So the kills are at the bottom of the list. So let me give you a hypothetical situation. If you are on blue side, which is on the bottom half of the lane, and if you ever want a trick to remembering how, blue starts with a B and bottom stands with a B, so blue is on the bottom, purple's on the top, or red is on the top, depending on if you play colorblind. However, that's beside the point. So say you're on the bottom side and your bottom lane is pushed all the way to your inhibitor turret, and you get a Renekton really, really low, and you can kill him, right? But dragon isn't up and your wave is pushed. What is the point of you chasing him for 15 seconds through the jungle and trying to secure that kill when his death timer is 30 seconds? There's no dragon to be had, and your lane is pushed. So rather than chase that kill down, I mean, I would rather spend my time pushing out my lane and making my lane push, making bot lane push, so that we can force other objectives that are open, such as a baron. Because there's nothing to be had if I go and chase him out, because it's going to take me 30 seconds anyways to push out this whole lane. And had I spent that extra 15 seconds, 20 seconds chasing him, and then the extra 10 seconds walking back into lane, then by the time I get back to the lane that I need to push anyways, he will have already respawned anyways. So why not get the early push and just start pushing it and let him base and come back? So that's how I like to think about that. Whenever you get kills, you should always push objectives after that, or even if you have to make them base, push an objective after that. If you're a jungler, go bot, gank, get them either low or killed. You don't have to burn everything for a kill. If they're low and dragon's up, go to dragon. It's like, force the objective, and if they want to be ballsy enough to come back in and try and contest that dragon, then you can kill them. You completely put them in your court. But if you dive them and are really low health and you can't take turret but you can't take dragon because of your health, then those 2 kills were pointless. Those weren't useful kills to you. So that's where I would go with that, and that's what I'd say, like, maybe you're going a little bit south. So maybe focus on turning some of those kills into objectives and see where that takes you, and I really hope that helps you out. The next question: I'm always in these games and my team never listens to me. They always go off and die in the enemy jungle, even though I tell them not to do it, and I type them in chat not to do it. What do I do? Well, when I play in a game with disobedient teammates, or teammates that typically don't want to listen, I've come to learn that chat is not the best place to tell them how to do things, or why to do things, or everything like that. Chat is typically a place you want to stay out of unless you're sending out a positive, fun message. And what happens is some people play this game so often that when they give criticism or when they give help, the way they phrase it sounds like an attack. And when they attack, other people attack back. And then it just leads to, like, F you, I'm going in the jungle anyways to feed, or whatever. So just stay out of the chat and ping, okay? ever since I've stopped using chat and using ping systems more, I've noticed a significant increase in the amount of cooperation that I have with my team. Because if you spam the ping like assist me at Baron, assist me at Baron, assist me at Baron, it's faster for me to hit Alt and click and drag the cursor rather than hit enter, help me at Baron, enter. I wasted all that time typing when I could have just pinged 5 times, and it probably does more. And there's no way they can misinterpret that as anger. They can just say, oh, he really wants to do Baron, let's go do Baron. So I would say, like, do the ping system. The ping system was implemented for a reason. Use it. And don't use it once or twice like a lot of people do. Use it 5, 6, 7 times. Use it until you can't get ping. Like, you can't ping anymore. If somebody goes missing in my lane, I ping till it says you cannot issue any more pings. And they get it. Okay, he's missing. We understand. There's not, like, any misinterpretation of that. So I'd say use the pings more. Stay out of the chat, and then lead by example as well. If you go to Baron and you're pinging it, or if you're saying stay out of their jungle and you walk away, like, they'll get the message, and there's no way they can misinterpret it, like I said. So it'll always sound like you're trying to give constructive and helpful advice. So hopefully that works out for you, buddy. The next question: what do you think about when you're in lane, when you're in team fights, and when you try and push the game? Okay. There's a lot to be said in this question. I'll try and sum it up because I don't want these videos to go over 10 minutes, but I think this one might, but we shall see. So what I think about in lane is I think about my champion, and I think about my champion's strong suits. So let me give you a hypothetical situation. If I'm playing if I'm playing Jace, right, and I'm playing against, say, a Renekton, the first thing I think about in lane is, okay, I have a ranged advantage on Renekton, and I have the ability to harass him when he goes for CS. So I can punish him for doing CS, and his sustain is pretty good, but I can outdamage his sustain. So what I think about in lane is I think about poking him down to about 50% health and trying to keep him there. And whenever I always look at his minions that he has to last hit or that he has to CS, and if there's a low health melee minion, he's going to go for that minion, and you just gear up to do as much damage to him in that short window and make him pay for that CS. Pretty soon he's going to not want to CS, and he's going to stop CSing. It's going to be, that's how you zone. For those of you who don't know, is when you go for a CS, you should punish the person for doing it, but in the meantime not missing your own CS. So if he has to go to a melee minion, but I have one to tend to as well, then I give it to him. I have to CS as well. So don't harass at the loss of CS to an extreme amount. Like, if you have to lose a little bit of CS to make sure he leaves lane, that's fine. But as far as harassing for CS that you can do so without like punishment or without consequence, do it. So that's what I think about in lane. I think about trying to get him low enough. I know my damage potentials, and I just try and do that to him. And I try and kill him at level 6, or if I can hit level 6 before him, I'll do it. If I hit level 2, I always go aggro, because level 2 is a really big thing that you have to take advantage of, and if you don't, that's a huge loss in damage that you have early on. And I try and take early towers. I love taking objectives. I usually, when I play Jace top, I usually have the outer ring of tier 1 turrets by 20 minutes at least. Like, I like to have my first tier turret by 11 minutes, and I like to have the rest of them by like 21 minutes. Because Jace is really good at pushing objectives. Team fights, I think protect my ADC. That's it. Burn all my CCs, burn all my knockbacks. Again, using Jace, I'll stay by the ADC and poke the enemy team down. And if somebody tries to gap close onto my ADC, I use my hammer form and hit them away. Keep your ADC alive in fights. It will increase your team fighting potential tenfold. In ending the game, I always think push objectively and don't do anything that's inefficient. So don't go for those kills that take 20 seconds to follow in the jungle and 10 seconds to walk back. It's just inefficient. So I would say push objectively. If you get a kill, good. Make sure you turn that into something, though, because a kill with nothing turned out of it is worthless, unless you're like 70 minutes into the game and you get a kill and that's like a 70-second timer. But even still, you're gonna do something with that. So I guess if you're not turning a kill into something, then you wasted the kill. What is the best position to carry from? This is a very weird question. Sorry, my computer screen just went dark. Um, I always tell this system to a lot of people. Tell this like rankings, I guess you could say, to a lot of people, and I mean it gets the idea across. So every position can carry at an equal amount in solo queue and in any game for that matter. Top, mid, jungle, and support all carry at a point system of 25. However, the ADC can only carry at 15. And I'm talking all these lanes carrying by themselves. No help from anyone else. By themselves. Everyone can carry at a 25, but ADC can only carry 15. Now let me give you the next part, because I know a lot of you are like, it's the AD carry. He's supposed to do something. He's supposed to carry. But why is he so low? Here's the thing. If you have teammates that are working in conjunction with you, top, mid, jungle, and support now carry at 30, but ADC carries at 45. So all of you AD carry mains out there that are like, I'm stuck in bronze and I don't know why. It's because you're not working in conjunction with your team, or your team is not doing a good job of protecting you. If a team can protect their ADC, their ADC has a potential to carry a lot more. Like, a good quarterback is only as good as his offensive line is. You know, if his offensive line let through every defender, he's not going to be a good quarterback. He's not going to be able to get his throws off. He's going to just get sacked every time. If he has a good offensive line, you can have a decent quarterback with a great offensive line, and he'll get every throw off. You know what I'm saying? So as far as best position to carry from, I like to carry from top and jungle, because those are typically the champions with the most CC, and I can do the most protecting with my ADC, and that will allow me to win more fights, because we're just going to simply have more damage. So that's what I would say as far as what position I like to carry from. What should I, or who should I play? This question is so damn broad. I don't remember why I picked it, but who should I play? Damn. I like to play champions that push objectives very well. Jace is one of them. I like to pick lane bullies, people that can CC a lot, people that can help your team. So my top laners would probably be Renekton, Jace, Ryze, Shyvana, Trundle. My mid laners would probably be Diana, just because of her dominance, and Karma. I would pretty much I play Karma everywhere. I love Karma. If you can't tell by the channel, I love Karma. But I play Karma. As far as ADC is concerned, I'd probably play a semi-mobile ADC with a lot of burst damage in this current meta, which would probably be either Lucian or, I mean, I main Twitch when I played ADC, so I would say Twitch as well. Twitch is a good one. As far as supports go, I would probably play Blitz or Blitz, Thresh, or Leona, just because their engage is so good, and the peel is good as well. I really love Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank's one of my favorite supports, and I know a lot of people are like, Blitzcrank falls off late game. Well, if you can land your hook and make sure that you guys insta-give that one person you hook, you'll always have a 4v5. So I don't think he falls off, but that's just my opinion. So that covers top, mid, ADC, support, jungle. Junglers I like to play are more AP. I like to play AP jungles with CCs. So I'm going to be playing Sejuani, Amumu, Rammus. Even though he's more armor, you still can build a little AP, I guess. But yeah, they have heavy CC and great ganking potential. I always like champions with great ganking potential. I also play Vi sometimes and Lee Sin, but I prefer the AP junglers just because I feel like it helps out fooling your other team into itemizations, I guess you could say. Because if they itemize against heavy AD lanes, so like if they're like, oh, the AD carrier's doing well, let's build AD. Well, my hard engage with my junglers are all AP, so that's going to be chunking them a good amount when I go in. And I'll still have enough to protect my ADC, so it's like they're pretty much fighting a half-health team. But if they build AP, then if they build MR, then obviously our ADC is going to tear through them. So I feel like building an AP jungler is a little bit more beneficial than an AD jungler, but that's just my personal preference. So I hope that one answered your question. And those are all the questions that we have for this week. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll be putting out these videos every week on Friday, depending on how much work I have, or the lack thereof, I'll post this one and another video on Friday. But as of this Friday, since it's 4th of July, I'm probably not going to be uploading another video, so this video is probably all for Friday. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I really hope that you guys ask some more questions. I love the feedback that I get from the community and the amount of questions that I get, and I try and answer them all in the comment section, but there are a few that I really want everyone to see and to hear about, and those ones I put in the videos. So ask away, guys. I'll be doing the same thing next Friday, noon. Be there. Alright, without anything else to say on this topic, this has been your LOL support, and I am out of here. Stop. Stop. Stop it.